All right, folks, this is Seano here from AKMLFC. You'll have to excuse the state of me. I've just finished work and I see that Garrett is doing another video series in which I'd love to be part of. I think if you've watched my LFC story and Adam's LFC story, you'll know that ourselves and Garrett from Kopites of Anfield are closely connected and linked. And I think that's been the most important thing of going back onto YouTube, being part of AKMLFC and also helping out other channels like Kopites of Anfield, helping each other out. And I suppose trying to instill the real meaning of You'll Never Walk Alone and the real meaning of, the Shankly way and the Liverpool way. It's not about differentiating between a local and an out of town, or you're a better fan than that person is. That's all BS, and that is not respectful to the Liverpool way and what Liverpool is about. Because if you go over to Liverpool, nobody checks your passport to see where you're from. You're treated like one of them, and it is a multinational, multicultural city in which all the great traits of different cultures all link up to make Liverpool what it is. And it's a great cocktail, it's a great identity. What You'll Never Walk Alone means to me, and I'm sure Dunk has said this on countless times, it's not a song, it's a way of life. And I have to agree with him. It really is. It's to me, it's a moral compass. It's what sets us apart from other football families or football clubs. It is emphasizing the importance of unity and family. And again, I sometimes think that can be lost on certain Liverpool YouTube channels and even journalists, like I said, that like to differentiate between local and international, local and out-of-towners. Those who go regularly to the games home and away, to those who can't always afford to do that. We should never, separate each other on the basis of financial situations and geographical situations. And that's why it's so important to be part of AKMLFC and also link up with channels that are all trying to bring about some change in what has become the norm and what has become rather destructive towards the Liverpool way and You'll Never Walk Alone. And I think that's so important, and I think that's why I'm always willing to, if I can help out, whether it's with AKMLFC or whether it's Kopites of Anfield or any other channel with like The Dugout or Jamie Phillips one or Red Raw or any of them, I'm more than happy to give my time where I can. And that's what it's all about. Like I said, it's a moral compass. You'll Never Walk Alone is a moral compass. And when you think of, Hillsborough, and you think of, our most recent tragedy, which is the tragic passing of Diego Jota and his brother Andrew Silva, we look at how this club, how this fan base, how the city came together in unison in both grief and how we dealt with it. I don't think there's a better club that can do that. I think Liverpool sets the bar. And You'll Never Walk Alone has always had a meaning for me. It was never a song that you just sang. It was a call. It was, it was a call. You're basically saying, we're there for you. It's a statement. And so it's always been that way for me. And to sing it, it doesn't really feel like you're singing it. It just feels like it's coming from your soul. and I know this is going to sound really deep for some people who on internet land cannot take it, and that's fine. That's fine. But to me, it's a statement, and it's as Dunk says, it's a way of life, and to me, it's a moral compass. And singing "You'll Never Walk Alone" is very, very emotional. Coming back to Anfield after the tragic passing of Diego Jota and Andrew Silva, there's going to be an added meaning to it. And it's going to be very, very emotional to be at the Liverpool Legends match there on Saturday, and to be singing that with Borussia Dortmund fans that also use "You'll Never Walk Alone" as well. So that's what it means to me. And yeah, it's something that I try and use in everyday life. Yeah. I think we all have to do our part to instill the importance of the Liverpool way, the true meaning of "You'll Never Walk Alone," not differentiate anyone and alienate anyone from the fan base, in which I've seen happen time and time again, and it's not nice. And like I said, that's why I'm part of AKMLFC, and that's why I like to help and contribute as much as I can to AKMLFC, but also to Kopites of Anfield and to other channels that need me or that need each other. So that's why I like to do this video. I think it's a great idea to get everyone's insight to what this means to them. So yeah, be sure to also subscribe to AKMLFC and keep supporting Kopites of Anfield as well.